How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yes, you are here.
For you.
You're here for me. You're here for you. Jane is here. Yeah, you're here for you. I'm here for you. You're here for you. Jeff, I don't know what he's here for.
Just any tidbit of
He
new information.
calls me a new name. I don't know what it is, what it means. It's Greystoke or something like that.
He also is here.
Wait, we have Colonel Roberts and Lord Greystoke.
So is Lord Greystoke. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to Google it. So I guess I better be Googling. So we want to welcome you guys here. We want to welcome those that are watching live and those that are going to watch the archive, because that's when we get most of our views. Last week, we had like 30 people on live. It was amazing. And this week, I haven't even checked. We just turned it on. But we had Strongbrook Live happen over the weekend. Did anyone make the Strongbrook Live? You guys did?
Yeah.
You did? The Strongbrook event on Saturday. So I missed it. There was the Limitless Inner Circle was going on at the same time. And then when we got in the car and was heading down to Strongbrook Live, I got a call from my wife and she said, no, they wrapped things up a little early and they're done. And so I'm like, awesome. I will not continue to drive south. So what I really wanted to do, I just wanted to welcome in both Kevin Clayson and Stephen Miller and let them come in and kind of share with us that are here, and especially those that will be watching this archive as we post it on Facebook and whatnot, and just kind of give an update as to what's going on, an event that they talked about that's coming up in December, and maybe they can talk about that, and just share any info that deems are worthy for us to be needing. Maybe Kevin can do a dance, Stephen can do a beatbox. I don't know, they've done it before. So
give him a lighter.
Yeah, we'll all hold the lighter up and we'll turn the lights down. But I just want to turn some time to them for as much time as they need. Two of the co-founders of Strongbrook, the amazing Stephen Michael Miller and Kevin Clayson, as to however they want to come up in whatever order.
Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. So I want to talk about a few different things. First of all, I want to mention Strongbrook Live. What a phenomenal event I think we had on Saturday. We had a good small core group of people in the room. We had, I think at our peak, 106 or so people online.
Wow.
Which was wonderful.
Yeah.
From all across the nation, potentially even from other parts of the world. So we were very excited with the turnout that we got there. And we introduced something. And before I get into what we introduced, I want to talk about Strongbrook Live, because we've been pushing this and talking about what it was going to be. And initially, our thought was that Strongbrook Live would be a paid event moving forward. Strongbrook Live is actually going to continue to be a free event. It will not be a full day event, most likely, from here going forward, but it's evolving into just going to be a wonderful preview event. You probably recognize that there were different sections of the day. It was split up into press play, where we talked a lot about mindset and different things that moved into press play. We talked about Limitless a little bit. We talked about the real estate and what we do there in Strongbrook. And so,
and Stephen, while you're going through this, because I'll come up and talk about press play, but remind everybody of what's happening with real estate.
Oh yeah, of course. So we broke it up into different sections. And so what Strongbrook Live is going to be it'll evolve into a variety of different events that people can come to get that introduction into whatever aspect it is that they're looking forward to and that they want to get involved with. So we're really excited about that. We did announce something on Saturday, which is really exciting for us. This is November, which is Gratitude Month. You know, not only do we have flipping the gratitude switch on the Mentoring Network, but we want to show our gratitude to our clients, to our IBDs, and offer our PSAs at a discount. We haven't ever done it this way before. And so we actually put a 25% discount on all of our PSAs for the month of November only.
Whoa.
So that means I
don't even think Gary knew this yet.
No, he did not.
So this is huge. So what this means is that the $12,000, yeah, $12,000. The $8,000 PSA will be $6,000, and then the $5,500 will be 41 something. Just take the 25% off. And then we are also extending the map. The map promotion is extending also through November, so we're keeping that in play. In other words, when someone gets on the map, they will have the ability to purchase that first transactional property as well, investment property. Wow. So we're very excited. This is only for the month of November. This is for us to say thank you and to express our gratitude, Thanksgiving, all that kind of stuff. We thought this is a great time for it, and really incentivize individuals to come work with us. Like we said before, our real estate is stronger than ever. Our conversions for our real estate program is stronger than ever. We're probably about 30% better in converting individuals that are looking into it, who want to see the benefits of it, and helping them understand the benefits for them, and helping them make a decision to get involved with one of the transactional PSAs. So that just means, the more game plans that we can collect, the more that you can submit to us, either through the app, holding a grand opening, introducing it to somebody, whatever that looks like. The more game plans that we can get in, the more that you're going to also make as an IBD, because conversions are up for us. So I wanted to talk about a few of those things. I want to bring Kevin up here now so that he can go more into Press Play and what that event is really going to be for everybody.
Awesome,
Kevin,
thanks. Hey everybody, hi guys, good to see you all again. So I wanted to mention a couple things on real estate real quick. So the map promotion, you remember we announced it, and I think it was at convention at like April.
Yeah.
Do you know that 90% of the people that have transacted as a result of the map promotion have upgraded to full PSAs? So what does this tell you? This tells you that if you get somebody, if they want to stick their toe in the water and they spend that $4.99 and the $99 a month, as they work, if they have the ability to transact real estate and they work with our coaches, when they get to the point where they're ready to buy a property, 90% of those are saying, just give me the full PSA. Let me get a 4 transaction. Let me get in the lead. So what it ends up being, now this is actually important to the conversation of Press Play, because I'm going to tell you what that is in a moment. What that demonstrates is when you offer something at a lower price, it makes the decision to spend more money much easier. Okay, that's generally the way that business works, and it's the way that marketing works. So what I announced on Saturday is a brand new 3-day event that we're going to be doing called Press Play. And the reason why I call it Press Play is because it's at this event where you begin to press play on your ideal life. And what that means to me is it's about having the proper achievement mindset. So it's about knowing, making sure that this is all cleaned up so that you can actually translate that into your business. And then it's about having your business system in place so that you can take something like what we know is working with Strongbrook, which is, what do you have that you can share with the world? I made the point on Saturday that if you're listening to this right now, you are a business. Somebody is willing to pay for you right now. Whatever you know, whoever you are, whatever you do, you are unique, you're specific. There's a certain set of things that you possess that nobody does, including knowledge, talents, abilities, everything. And somebody wants to pay you to know what you know. And most people don't realize that. And here's another thing. You being the business of you also means you have the ability to open up the opportunity for people you know to buy other things that you have access to. And this is a point that I didn't make very good on Saturday, and I want to make sure that I make it here. Press Play is really about taking somebody from idea to profitability. Okay, now let me tell you what that means. You may have an idea of something you want to share with the world, but you don't know how to get it out to the world. You may have an idea on how you want to take your IBD business and take it to the next level, but you haven't been tremendously profitable doing it. You may have a brick and mortar business and you've got an idea of how you can serve the world with your product and service, but you need to be better. You need to make more money. You want to expand that business. You may be an insurance agent who has your insurance business, but you're looking to open it up and gain more leads and do more business. You may be a speaker, author, coach, a mentor type that's going, I know I've got a message and all I want to do is I want to live my message and monetize my passion. I don't care where you are at, whether you are in another MLM, whether you are a Strongbrook independent business developer. I don't care if you're an insurance agent. I don't care if you're a personal banker. I don't care if you are a speaker, author, coach. I don't care if you are a plumber. I don't care if you are right now managing a financial boutique. Whatever it is, we're going to take you from wherever you are and get you better and have you make more money and a big way we're going to do that is, in my experience, most people don't think the one way that they need to think, which is think like a marketer. You know, I've been saying it for years. If you want to be a successful independent business developer, the best way that you can do it, and by the way, I can give you a couple of examples. Has anybody ever heard of Gary Norris and Jay Norris? Anybody ever heard of them? So if you look at who they are, they've always led with this persona of the rebel entrepreneur. Now what that does is they go find a tribe of people that want to hang out with them, and then they help get them into other products and services, which largely are done through Strongbrook. Some of you remember my friend Tiana Von Johnson, who was an IBD. She had her brand, she was a powerhouse, and she was able to take that and help get other people to other products and services that they could take advantage of. So even as an independent business developer, the people that have the strongest brands are the ones that generally are going to make the most money. So you got to become a brand. You ought to be the business of you, even if the way you make money is by selling and promoting other people's products. You still need to think like a marketer, and you still need to start with wherever you are, your unique set of gifts and abilities and talents, and then take that and take it to the next level. So Press Play, we're going to be going over a lot of what that mindset looks like and how to create a successful mindset. This is very different than Limitless. This isn't extreme breakthrough work. I'm not going to have you go deep, and I don't care about your childhood. I care about where are you right now, and how can I help you. Limitless is massively important for that work. I just am not qualified to do it. I want to help you take the existing idea or business that you have and put meat on those bones and get it to the point where you're making money. That's what we're going to do. That includes figuring out your marketing system. That includes figuring out what your overall product funnel needs to look like. What can you give somebody, and then that's relatively inexpensive, and how can that translate into something that's a little bit better. If you guys look at what I'm doing with flipping the gratitude switch right now, here's a really good example. Everybody knows me as Strongbrook. You know that I'm one of the co-founders. But what you may not know is I introduced nearly 200 people to the mentoring network last week. Just me. Okay? We had over 100 IBDs join the business last week just through my marketing on flipping the gratitude switch. Ask yourself when the last time was that you had 100 IBDs join your team. And why did it happen? Because I put something out there that was me, right? And I said, now that you like me, here's another place to come find me, and here's some other cool stuff that happens while you're there. You can find my free course. You have the ability to make money. I still have my thing that's my thing, but I don't have to open a whole brand new company about flipping the gratitude switch. I'm able to use the framework that exists and then use that framework and allow it to feed in to my business, which is Strongbrook. We are Strongbrook. So it was finding something, giving something away for free, getting some. And by the way, just to give you an idea, the first time that I went on Entrepreneur on Fire, the podcast, I was just Kevin Clayson, Chief Officer of Awesome, one of the founders of Strongbrook. And we talked about Strongbrook, and I was one of many at Strongbrook. Strongbrook was just a company. And I did not get very good responses from it. I mean, not that people were like, you're terrible. It was just, I didn't have a lot of people interact with me. Well, this time when I went on, I was Kevin Clayson, still Chief Officer of Awesome, still one of the founders of Strongbrook, but I had a specific message that was completely and uniquely me, and it was flipping the gratitude switch. The response that I've received for flipping the gratitude switch has been probably 5,000% bigger than what it was when I just went on as a guy who represents a bigger company. People respond to you because you get to be massively passionate about who you are and what you stand for in this life. And then once you figure that out, you figure out a way to start to monetize it. And one of the ways you monetize you is you can plug it into a bigger business. So for everybody here who's an independent business developer, this is the kind of event you come to figure out how to crank your business. Because let me be clear, you can generate revenue by sending people to Limitless and having them go through that process, right? You could generate revenue by having them join the mentoring network and now come to Press Play and go on from there. You could generate revenue through having people take advantage of the real estate opportunity. You could generate revenue by just building a large team on the network marketing side. These are all ways for you to generate revenue. Here's another way you can generate revenue. What if you didn't talk about PSAs or Limitless or Press Play or the mentoring network? All you talked about was real estate, a free game plan that leads to a $500 product, as if nothing else existed. Couldn't you become a brand and you're passionate about selling the MAP PSA? What if that's what you were most passionate about? Because that thing works and it's amazing. Press Play helps you figure out how to take the uniqueness that is you and position your pitch of the MAP PSA that then feeds the rest of your business and the rest of your monster. Okay, yeah, exactly.
That's what I want.
But that's the key. You don't have to have a book and a speaking tour that's just your name, but what you do get to be is somebody that represents that product and that process that can change other people's lives. But rather than you having to sit there and go, okay, what do I do? How do I position the MAP PSA? And should I talk about the larger PSAs? And should I talk about Limitless? And should I talk about Press Play? No, let's talk about what you love. Who are you? What are the things that you love, want, desire? How do you want to generate revenue? What's going to drive you the most? Oh, it's this MAP PSA? Okay, cool. Let's devise a way to go find people to get them there. And then let's let a system take over, which is already a plug-and-play system with Strongbrook, right? Gary and Carolyn, Jane may be super into the Limitless side. So we would figure out, how do we take your brand of Rebel Entrepreneur and focus it solely on Limitless? Or do you create something new, because what you have doesn't work, in order to drive people directly to Limitless? And if you aren't a Strongbrook independent business developer, that's fine. You may have a message or a mission that has nothing to do with Strongbrook. So now I can take that individual, help them figure it out, help them put their product together, put their book together, become the business of them, and then teach them how they could actually use the mentoring network as a way to build their personal brand, whether they want to be a big independent business developer or not. We are done for you JV and continuity model on the network side, so we can have that. It's another piece of their business that can be plug and play. I could take somebody that has a sporting goods store and they only have one location, and we can take a look at how are you doing, where are your revenues, what are you looking at? Could we figure out a different way to brand and position you? Could we figure out a way to make you an expert in your industry so people that don't know you will go find you? What could we do? Maybe it is a book. Maybe you could write a book, and maybe we could do a whole book launch. And now that you have a book out there with some tips and tricks, people go, wow, this person's really smart when it comes to sporting goods. Oh my gosh, they have a location. Maybe I should go there. And then while they're at your location, how would we design the experience when they walk in the door so that you could maximize revenue on that person? See, so it doesn't matter what your business is. We're going to take it, and whatever the idea is and wherever you're at, we're going to take it from there and make you more profitable and give you the systems and everything that you need to be able to crank. There, to my knowledge, there is nothing like this in the industry that does that. And so we sold the tickets on Saturday for $69. I guarantee you I'm going to sell this event for $500 in the future. The $500 will probably include 2 people. This thing is so ridiculously undervalued for what I'm going to be able to deliver over 3 days at $69. God, give me a break. So I'm letting that price stand for this first one because I want to get some people there and I want to test the content. Do you guys mind being my guinea pigs? Is that okay? Do you mind spending a little bit of money to help me cover the costs so that you can be my guinea pigs and we can help you crank your business? And then we get to take this thing out. And you know what? You may find that the network that leads into Press Play and what we do there, maybe that's what you're passionate about. And maybe that becomes a piece of your business and we work on that while you're there. Could be, but also maybe not, and that's fine. Tickets to Press Play are commissionable. So if you do have somebody come with you and they buy a $69 ticket, you get $35, okay? Just like Limitless. And then I will tell you that at Press Play, my goal is during those 3 days, it will be a self-contained batch of awesome. You shouldn't have to spend another nickel if you don't want to, but I will have some other products and services that will be available for the people that need to go deeper and do a little bit more. It's the difference between, like, I can help you think through how to build your sales funnel, and then I could give you somebody that will go build it for you. You may want to pay somebody to go build it for you, or you've got the ability to kind of do it on your own. We're going to give you that at Press Play, but in the event that you want to do more, I'm going to have some products and services available there for the people that need it, just so you kind of know how that's going to go. My other goal for Press Play, and I'm just talking to you because we're all friends here and I want you to know where this is going, is I've made some really high level and incredible contacts in the industry, in the speaker, author, coach space. I'm going to bring in celebrities to this thing. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to bring in people that are going to be able to help you crank your business and change your life. And they're people that you otherwise wouldn't have access to. It's going to be one of the reasons why people will pay $500 for this event, because they'll be able to meet and get pictures with people they otherwise never would be able to. We're going to make that happen. And I'm really excited. You know, one of the things I don't know if it'll work for the first one, but moving forward, a big part of you growing your business from wherever it's at is finding a way to get a stage and finding a way to get an audience. I have every intention on working with my friend and mentor, James Malinchek, and having him come to the event and help share some of that with people. That's the kind of stuff that I want to do. We got some of the people I talked about on Saturday. We'll get them out there. I can get John Lee Dumas to come and talk about podcasting and what that can do. I can get Hal Elrod to come and just inspire you. I can get these people, and we're going to do that. It's going to be a really great environment. It's going to be a really great event, and we're going to take you from idea to profitability and whatever that looks like. It's going to be specific to you. Here's the other thing I want you to know about Press Play, and then I'll shut up. Press Play is not an event. I made this point on Saturday, and I want to remake it now. Press Play is not an event. It is an experience that begins the second you learn about Press Play. You are going to be seen, for those of you that bought tickets, and I think almost everybody in this room did, except you.
Right.
What you're going to see is between now and when we launch the event, December 10, 11, and 12, you're going to have homework. Not a lot, but you remember for those of you that were there on Saturday, you remember how I had you go through that sheet and we did some exercises? Imagine doing some things like that, just because I want you to have a certain level of clarity, and then the event is just part of the progression. So your journey begins, and we'll have you do just a few things to prepare to be at the event, because the event is going to be a continuation of a conversation we've already begun. And then the event isn't the pinnacle. It's just it's that slice of the conversation that you're going to continue after you leave Press Play and as we continue to work with you and create a community around it. Is that making sense? This is about you and your future. It's not about coming to an event. This is about creating something special, and it's about creating something that gives you the ability to go and change the world in your own way. Whether you're using Strongbrook products as the primary revenue source of changing the world, or it's something else, or you're doing all of it. It doesn't matter. That's why it gets to be your journey specifically and individually. There will not be one single person that will have the same exact Press Play experience ever in the history of the event. There's nobody that I know that's doing an event like this and to this degree. And for you as Strongbrook independent business developers, it'll feed into your business. And when you bring people with you, and if you like it and you sell it, you'll make money. So that'll be fun.
You have a location now?
Yes-ish. So Utah, how's that? Right now, I didn't know what kind of response we were going to get to Press Play. We sold a decent number of tickets, to where I was thinking if we only sold a handful of tickets, I'd do the first one right here in this room, and we would play with it. We sold enough tickets to where I can't do it in this room. So we will either right now be doing it at the DoubleTree in Salt Lake, which is where if you came to 3 Days to Cash, that's where we did that. Or we will be doing it somewhere here locally in Provo, or on either one of the Marriott properties closer to BYU or UVCC. We're playing with that all right now. Okay, so I don't know, but it will be in Utah.
On the app under live events to register?
So that we are going to make sure that everybody has a link in their inbox in the next day or two to be able to register. Right now, you have to have a link to go register. I don't know if there is a direct link in the app to be able to register.
We're updating all that right now.
Yeah, so it is all pretty new stuff, and so you guys will you'll know, you'll have all that. I want to make it as easy as possible for you or anybody else to register for the event. So within this week, you'll have a really clear idea of where that's going to go, what that's going to look like. So December 10, 11, and 12. I know it's 3 days. Please come. Right now I'm making this declaration, but I reserve the right to change this at any point in the future. My intention is that if you buy the ticket one time, you can come back as many times as you want. I might just have people in the future pay a really, if I sell it for $500, I might have people just pay, $50 as a reattendance fee that just helps us cover, some of the basic expenses or something like that. But my intention is for once you buy a Press Play ticket, you can come back and re-experience
Press Replay.
And Press Replay, yeah. And the whole idea, the reason why I named it Press Play is this is where, if you think about a DVD player, you could have the most incredible movie or Blu-ray disc on the planet, and that movie could be the best movie ever made. And you could put it in the player and it could be all ready to go. But there's one thing that's lacking, right? You gotta press play. And so this event is about taking action. This event is about doing, not just talking. So anyway, okay?
Switch.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Okay, one more thing. Yeah. One more thing. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. And so I want to talk about Strongbrook Live again. I talked about it. It's going to be molding and changing. It is. It's evolving. The first part of that is going to be actually on the 19th, Thursday the 19th of November, whereas we're going to focus on the real estate portion of Strongbrook Live. So it'll be Strongbrook Live real estate. Okay, so that's going to be November 19th. It's a Thursday. It's going to be at 6 p.m. It's going to be here. Okay, It is going to be right here in our corporate office. We are also going to be live streaming that event. So anyone that you have, any contacts that you have anywhere around the nation, have them come. And the whole purpose of that is going to be to generate game plans. It's going to be to help them understand what we do on the real estate side only. I'm not going to be going into anything else on anything else. It's going to be specifically about the real estate. So that's November 19th at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And it'll, I'll say from 6 to 8. So it'll be about 2 hours. Okay. So get registered. We will send out some information on that of where to register as well, and how to register and all that kind of stuff as well. But we'll probably also just make it available on the app. But we'll get all those details out to you shortly.
Awesome.
Yep. Okay. So the biggest thing for me, and one of the things that I'm realizing, is we have some amazing niche products. I'll call our real estate a niche product, right? Not everyone is going to want to do it. Limitless is a niche product. Not everyone is going to want to do it. It appeals to a lot of people, but just not everybody. Press play, honestly, I believe is probably going to be our widest range. We'll speak to the most amount of people. But the idea here is whether that person loves Limitless, whether they love the real estate, or whether they love the idea of getting up their own, spreading their own value to the world, we can reach them through a variety of different platforms now. And so my recommendation is, regardless of what you love, don't narrow your conversation only to what you love. Get it out there. If someone that really would love maybe the real estate, or maybe would really love the Limitless conversation better than the other, then lead out with that, and that's okay. And be flexible and able to switch it up, depending on who you're talking to. And so where we're trying to help in that whole conversation is to be able to provide a corporate-based Strongbrook live event in those different areas that you can also now plug into, regardless of where you are in the nation. So again, the first one will be November 19th. It's a Thursday. It'll be starting at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we'd love to have any and all of you participating, and bring as many people as you can
Stream live
to that as well. It will be streamed live as well. Mm-hmm.
here.
Yep. All right. Any questions? Well, thank you, Gary. Appreciate it. Switch again.
Freaking awesome. Bunch of high fives going on.
I love it. Why not?
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, I learned something about press play. That's really exciting.
It'll be good.
So I see that as a way when, whether you have your own business that you want to brand, which is awesome. If you don't, we'll figure one out. But think of the people that we can go to that have their own businesses and are just looking for ways to better market themselves and their business. And it really takes Strongbrook out of the entire picture, right? You come to this event for 3 days and learn how to better market your business, taught by expert marketers and even some celebrity marketers. And that is really powerful. When I hear Kevin talk about that, and not being at Strongbrook Live because I was at the Limitless event over the weekend, I've seen where Kevin's been going over the last 2 years, all these events and training and building up his Flipping the Gratitude Switch program, his entire program that he's been building. And I know who his mentors are. I've gone to their seminars and their boot camps, and I've seen the caliber of people that come out, and they really are speaking around the country doing big things. And he's able to meet them, Joe Theismann, the Super Bowl ring wearer, and different actors and actresses, and people. Rudy, the movie was written about, the Rudy, the football player. These are different people he's been able to network and grow with and get to know as he's been learning and feeding things into this company. And now they're creating their own product, their own program called Press Play. It really will be exciting. It is a great way to connect with people, and we're not Strongbrook-ing them, if I use that word. We're just inviting them to something to help them market their business better. So for me, as the guy that says I'm the rebel entrepreneur, I want to come and learn how I can better just market me as a way of, my whole niche for me has always been, I tell people an entrepreneur that wants to be a rebel is going to go find something that's already built and plug into it and get profit from it. If it's legal, ethical, and fun, it's worth doing. And that's why I started coming to Strongbrook, because they were legal, ethical, and fun. And they've already built the $40 million real estate machine. All I had to do was come and plug people into it and I could get paid. Plug me into it and I could do real estate. You know what I mean? And now with Press Play, it gives me a new dimension of people that are already in a business. With Limitless, it gives me a new dimension. It could be anyone that's in business or that just wants to be better themselves with their health, their relationships, their finance, their personal development. All of that fits within the Limitless brand. And I can plug people into that. The mentoring network, same thing. I can plug people into that. And if I'm plugging people into things that work, I'm just building myself. I'm trying to create myself as a guy that creates value. And I don't have to be the guy that does it all. I just have to be a guy that can help people get connected to things that do it for them. And I'm excited to go to Press Play. I'm excited to contribute to Press Play. It's a pretty cool name too. Never thought of that, but I like that. I actually like it a lot. Limitless. I just want to let you know 2 exciting things that have happened that I found out today. In the past, we've all had our username for Strongbrook. It's your username.strongbrook.com. And that's a way you can promote people and get them a game plan and connect them to the mentoring network. And Limitless hasn't been on Strongbrook's website. You go to strongbrook.com, you see real estate, you see mentoring network, you see the MAP PSA, but you don't see Limitless. And they have their events and you have to invite people and they're not tracking electronically who invited someone to Limitless. They're just asking them. And they've made that, it's all gone away now. So Limitless, you have your own website, your own duplicated website. Just like your username.strongbrook.com, now it's your username, same username, .limitlessseminar.com. And my username is join. So there's 2 websites though. One is Limitless Seminar. The other one is Limitless Mentor. So and they're both your username.limitlessmentor.com or username.limitlessseminar.com. I encourage you to go check them out and just look at them and see the difference. Limitlessseminar.com is really promoting the seminars that are upcoming. The one in November, which is this week, it's actually this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the next 3-day Limitless in Provo. And the next one after that will be in January in Provo. But limitlessmentor.com doesn't promote the seminars with link. It just talks about how to become limitless, with the value of mentorship, what mentorship means. And then it tells you, there is a seminar that you can get connected to. And there is a link that they can click that would take them to the seminar link. So they just have 2 links. And I shared one of them this morning as soon as I found out about it. I'm like, this is so neat. Go check out join.limitlessseminar.com. There's an event this weekend, or this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's not too late to come. In fact, if you've never been, it's $69 to go, right? Actually, they sell it for $4.99, I believe. It gives you 2 tickets. But you can get $69 tickets if you use the code Limitless, all lower capped. And I tell people, if you've never been in person to a Limitless, message me and I'll give you complimentary tickets for free. What will that cost me? It will cost me $69 because I will log on to the website and I will register and I will take out my debit card and I will pay $69. And what will I get in return? I'll get a $35 commission in another 3 weeks, thereabouts. So it's gonna really cost me $35 if I tell people, if you'll just come, I'll give you a free ticket. I could say, hey, if you'll come, I'll buy you a ticket. I could say, hey, it's $500, but if you come to me, I'll give you the code, you can get it for $69. You do whatever you want. But now that they have a website that tracks it to you, that's super awesome. And I've been waiting for that, and I've been actually a little disappointed that I haven't seen that from the very first place, because it's important to keep our referrals connected to us. and Limitless was no exception. So it is available now. Super exciting. I love the website too, because when you go to the limitlessseminar.com or limitlessmentor.com site, it says right on the top, it says, brought to you by Strongbrook Mentoring Group, Limitless. And then it's an entire page. You just scroll, you watch a video of Chris and Gerald Rogers, and you see testimonials, and you see detailed information about the entire event. It's really done at the very end. It says powered by Strongbrook. And so I see that they're cross-branding it now, which is really important. Very important. Because Limitless has really taken off. It's done like $500,000 in sales in the last 2 Limitlesses. So it's creating some results. And I'm really excited to see it create more. And with this Press Play 3-day program, holy cow, I am super excited about that. Any comments or questions about anything at all with everything going on? There's a lot of stuff going on, and they're changing things, right? I've noticed some, who says we're tired of this changing? I'm kind of excited about November, was it 19th?
Yeah.
The next Strongbrook Live to be focused on what we were just talking about, real estate. From corporate, taking an interest on their flagship product.
Here in the Utah County.
Yes, it'll be right here in this room on the 19th,
Yeah, on the 19th it will be here.
November 19th.
That's Strongbrook Live.
Strongbrook Live, and the only focus will be real
That's
estate,
right, it's at 6 o'clock.
where they'll be talking about the entire real estate investing program and enrolling people into the MAP PSA, which they're continuing that promotion. If you buy the MAP PSA, you get a one home transactional PSA along with it. And they did make an announcement, just so you two know, if you weren't strong, did they announce that at Strongbrook Live, the price decrease in PSAs? Oh, they did. Okay, I missed that till this morning, so that was news to me. So a 25% discount on a PSA is fantastic for the month of November.
When I told my husband, he said, huh, no, they do that.
Yeah. Call corporate and say, what am I making that retroactive back to the date I signed up? Yeah, that's awesome.
Is there gonna be a charge for that on Strongbrook Live? Are they gonna-
No, Strongbrook Live is free. No, they said they're gonna make them free from now on, but they'll be more like a
Then it's not gonna be an all-day or.
a half-day event or a one-night event.
This was a 6 to 8 or something.
Yes.
Yep.
You can still say something though. I can turn it and have it focus on you. You want to be on the camera?
Go up to the front of the room.
You want to come up here and make an announcement? Nope. She's done. Well, what's your question? Because if I have an answer, it can help people that are watching too. Possibly.
It would help to have the December 10th, 11th, 12th here in Utah.
The Press Play program, if it's in Utah
Instead of
County.
instead of having to wag up to salt.
I agree 100%.
Well, tell him.
So we get to
Why
let
not do
Kevin
it at the
announce that.
convention center like we've been doing?
So
Yeah,
when
tell
Press
them
Play
what
is
we're
held
talking
December 10th, 11th, and 12th, if you're watching this, I guarantee you it'll be held in Utah. I can't say that because I don't know that. But I want to say it'll be held in Utah County, but that's up to corporate to say, but let's encourage them to do so.
Request for that.
I know sometimes they want to keep it by the airport because people will fly in. If they can fly into Salt Lake City, they can just catch a shuttle to go to the hotel that's near an airport. So I see the reason they would do that, but I see the reason why they should make it in Utah County because that's where the crux of us are.
Because we've got so many people
Yeah.
down here.
So, and they'll, I'm sure, move it around, but this one's coming up right here in Utah Valley. Kevin said he's pretty sure it will be in Utah Valley, but still working out the details. And it's December.
Yeah.
And December is going to be really hard to find the
Salt
location
Lake.
with all the church parties and business Christmas parties. Hotels are getting slammed up and booked right now.
You might lose some, but we have to travel up there in a snowstorm, which we won't.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you that the 10th, 11th, and 12th of December is going to make some people cranky because it's, oh, that's the night of our church party or my office party and Christmas. And I can't do nothing about it. You got to pick 3 days and roll with it and make it work best can. If not, I remember doing my grand opening in Idaho Falls on December 6th. It was 2 years ago, December 6th. And man, there was 80 people there. It turned into, I think, 7 PSAs were purchased through it. There was 65 people there. And it was the church party for my church, where I lived, my mom's, my brothers, my sisters, like all my friends. It was their church Christmas party. And they couldn't come, but yet still 65 people showed up, and it was a multiple IPD grand opening, but it generated really good results, and it was during Christmas parties. It's just the way it is. I'm super excited about Press Play. That's awesome. Excellent day. Two things I wanted to, one more thing, but there's 2 videos that are really neat. I wanted to show them today, but I couldn't get that thing to work. But maybe when I could hit down on the record and I can play them if you wanted to watch them. They're 4 minutes long. But on the Strongbrook Mentoring Network, they have a YouTube channel. So if you were to go to youtube.com and search Strongbrook Mentoring Network, you'll find their channel where they post a lot of videos. A lot of the videos are testimonials. They're just a couple minutes long. There's a lot of good ones. But there's one in particular. Let me see what it's called real quick. I forgot what it's called. So that those that want to go see it can find it. I don't know what day it was posted. I just can't remember. But it's called Press Play on Your Ideal Life. It's even called Press Play.
Is it YOU2?
YOUTUBE.com.
Well, the way everything is nowadays.
Search.
It's just a letter U.
Yeah, no, this is spelled out YouTube. Search Strongbrook Mentoring Network and you'll find that YouTube channel. There's a button that says subscribe. If you're logged into YouTube and you open up an account, you can click the button subscribe and it will let you quote follow it. If you don't, you just go to youtube.com, search Strongbrook Mentoring Network, find all their videos that they post, find the one that's called Press Play on Your Ideal Life, and find one called the Strongbrook Comp Plan version 7, V7. That's so funny. I'm like, why did they name it that? But
They keep changing.
the Press Play on Your Ideal Life is like a 4-minute video that really, it's kind of like, why are we here? Where did we come from? What's our purpose on earth? Kind of one of those type of videos. It reminds me of a church. And then it says, you know, if you want a higher purpose, if you want richer relationships, if more in everything, then this mentoring network is for you. And it talks about the Strongbrook Mentoring Network. And it says, get with the person that introduced you to this video, or that sent you to this video, and they can connect you to the Strongbrook Mentoring Network. It's free. And it goes in and talks about mentoring and the importance of mentoring and why sports athletes use mentors and coaches and doctors and all professionals have mentors. And it says everyone needs a mentor. And it talks about the mentoring network. And it invites people to take part of our free content. And it tells the people there's also live events that happen that you'll be able to watch live from your phone on the free app. It's totally free. Get with the person that invited you to watch this video and get the Mentoring Network app today. It's a pretty cool video. It's a video that you could definitely send out on a Christmas card with a little link to it. Something like that, you know, very non-threatening. Throw a business card in a Christmas card. No, but you could write, if you're sending out your Christmas invitations, it's a great way to say, you know what, I want to give you the free gift of mentorship. It's a great idea. Everyone's looking at me like, maybe your relatives. My relatives, I don't send to them, I send to friends. My relatives, they don't talk to me anymore. I'm just kidding. Anything else? Questions, comments, events that are coming up that you want to be aware of? Nothing? You guys are awesome. How many people were at Strongbrook Live about?
30 in the morning, about 20 in the afternoon.
Is that right?
If it was 30 in the morning, that would be more like 45 if you actually counted with it.
Oh yeah, so I'm officially gonna say goodbye. We're gonna hang up on this. And then we